I want to know how to fix my furnace humidifier.
A furnace humidifier won't help if the basement has been flooded, but it will fail to work after being flooded.
The basement has not been flooded, though that would render a humidifier moot.
Before you assume the problem is the humidifier, make sure there is not excessive moisture in the unit because the furnace is not getting enough airflow.
This is not a problem with a clogged air intake valve bringing air in from the outside generating too much humidity or condensate dripping down around the humidifier.
It could be overly humid because it cannot circulate air fast enough through clogged filters to vent the water vapor created by burning gas. And the humidifier won't run if it is not needed for that reason.
I've already replaced the filters.
If it was a dehumidifier, I'd say empty the water cup.
This is not a dehumidifier on the floor near the furnace, it is a humidifier built into the furnace.
For a humidifier, the problem may be because you need to add more water to its tank.
It is not a problem with the water source.
So check to see if the dehumidifier has a bad drum motor. It could be simply burned out or clogged by gunk.
I cannot imagine with what.
Lint from the dryer, mold, fungus, dust bunnies evolving into something scarier.
It is more likely to be a buildup of carbon and ash from poor combustion.
Yes, that polluted stuff can get carried by the humid air.
It would be weird if the reason the humidifier is not working is because the parts for it are clogged with mud.
At least mud you can clean out and remove.
What else may be the issue?
They could also fail because the solenoid water valve is burned out, assuming it is not so dirty it is stuck.
That at least gives me an idea of something to replace.
Before you start replacing parts, make sure the humidity setting is higher than the current air humidity.
If turning up the knob was enough, it would be working.
It won't work if the humidistat is not working.
The what?
The humidistat is the sensor that measures the humidity in the air. If it is wet with condensate, burned out or malfunctioning, it won't turn on a humidifier.
That's at least an easy and cheap part to replace.
Remember that for many humidifier parts, it is cheaper to simply replace the whole thing than fix it.
Technically, replacing it does count as fixing it.